Hey guys, I wanted to come on here and share something personal that I'm going through, but it's also to kind of help advocate and to show that if you have something wrong with you or you feel something's wrong with you and you just feel like people aren't listening, then don't give up. Please don't give up. And I will tell you why. And that is because I have had trouble. And with this little report here that I just got on Monday, basically, this report says that I have cancer. And okay, this is harder to say than I thought. um, I'm going to change the word to malfunction, but I know everybody knows it as this. I'm trying to not be too loud because my kids don't know yet. I'm not going to tell them yet. That'll come. But the whole point to this is, I'll tell you kind of a gist of what it says is, it is mucinous adenocarcinoma in my rectum. So, gosh, I'm so sorry. I'm trying to get through this. This is just, putting words to this is harder than I thought. To a video. It's in my rectum, and it's saying that it's involving my internal and external sphincter. And they're staging it, and it says stage 4B, which basically means the tumor invades or adherent to adjacent organs or structures, and that's because it went to my sphincters, I'm assuming. And then there's doing an N2 stage, which is your lymph nodes, and it says 6 suspicious lymph nodes. So, anyway, I've done my research on this, and it's not a very common one in the rectum. So, and it doesn't respond well to chemotherapy. Anyway, I have an appointment on Tuesday to talk to the doctor about this, but the report's pretty clear. So that was kind of the shock. Not really sure what to go with it, but my whole point is not to get upset over this because I'm going to be calling it a malfunction. Because the C word has an energy to it. You know me, I'm big on energy. And the energy with that C word is such doom and gloom, and I don't like it. So malfunction to me is like, something's malfunctioning. You're going to fix it. You're going to remove it or replace it or whatever. So it doesn't sound as doom and gloom. So, and I know I can do this. My mother just passed away of colon cancer, October 2023, which was just however many months ago. I don't want to count it right now. Not that long ago. My dad is currently going through his second bout of lung cancer. He was cleared for about a year, and then lung cancer appeared in his other lung. So, apparently this is in the family. I don't know, but there's a lot of people that are coming out with cancers right now, especially colon cancers. So here's the thing, here's the deal. So if you feel there's something wrong with you, please be sure to advocate for yourself. I have been advocating for myself. I have a whole team of doctors because I've had lots of intestinal issues for the last, I would say, 6-7 years. And I've had a few surgeries. So this last year, though, things kind of changed a bit, and they are the typical symptoms. The only symptom I did not have was weight loss, and that is because of my past experience with all the issues I had with my colon. I lost 155 pounds. So I know how to continue to eat even though I'm having pains and having issues. I just have to tailor what I eat and kind of like, I do a lot of steamed veggies and I do a lot of smoothies with protein powders when I can't fully eat. So that way I stay at least somewhat nutrition. So I've actually gained some weight, ironically, but that's because I've gotten stronger. I've gotten a lot stronger. But I had all the other symptoms, and I had been talking to my doctors. I had gone to my GI doctor, and we did a colonoscopy last February, and then we also did an MRI in August, and it wasn't there. Apparently, this one in particular doesn't show up until later stages, so it can easily be missed, and the best way to diagnose this one is 90% through the MRI, because in order to be a mucinous tumor, it has to be 50% or more mucin, and it has to look at the bigger picture, the whole tumor, not just the biopsy snippet of it, in order to make that determination. Which is why I think he probably felt comfortable staging it in this MRI report, because I don't think that's typical. And this time I did do an MRI with contrast. So that's what I want to say is, like, if you feel like there's something wrong and people keep telling you there's nothing wrong with you, of course you want to check if it's your anxiety, because your anxiety can create things. We don't want to create things in our body that aren't really there, you know. It's like it's hard to explain. You don't want to manifest something that's not really there, so you want to check in with yourself and check in with your anxiety, and you're like, nope, something's wrong. Because as soon as I went into the doctor's office and they were looking for a fistula, and he did a rectal exam and he found the mass, I knew. Like, it took me a hot minute, but when I went home, it was like, no, I know what I've got. I know, but I needed to see the report. You know, I needed to see this. We need to have proof sometimes in things that we have going on in our life. We need to have the actual physical proof in order to fully believe it, for our mind to grasp what's even happening. So, and then I was pulling cards for everybody, and it was like, these messages are for me as well. You know, trust my angels, trust that I am going to be guided. You know, just like with that manifesting, you know, the cup that I wanted, it's like these things are needed for me now, and I'm in alignment with them because I want to heal and I want to do the work, including the changing of my diet completely, including changing my mental health and well-being, even though I have been working on it. When something like this hits you, it hits you hard, and it makes you realize, oh crap, I have not fully put in the work. I have not fully worked through some things. And you'll know if you haven't fully worked through something. So like, if you're thinking about a past experience, whether it be trauma or whatever, and you go to talk about it, if you talk about it and you are even keel, like you're okay, you know, just a memory, you know you've dealt with it. If you're talking about it and all the emotions start to come up and you start to really feel it, then it's like, oh yeah, you know, you haven't worked through that. Like, you may have worked through parts of it, but it's like layers. It's like layers of an onion, or layers of flowers, you know, that are, you know, closed and opening up. It's like you've got to get to all the layers in order to work through it. And so like, this was like, get your power back, even if it's about your health, and focusing on what you want to have happen. So I need to focus on, you know, being happy, healthy, whole, and healed. And it's not being in denial. There's a difference. So I'm not in denial. I'm completely aware of what's happening, and I don't know what the next steps are. I would assume, since it's potentially in my lymph nodes, that I have to be tested to make sure it didn't go to my lungs or my liver, which is like where it usually goes first. But trusting my angels that will guide me, trusting that they helped me get this doctor, which I wasn't even going to go to. So I went to that doctor and he just happened to find it. So bless him for that. I am so grateful for that. And then call back my power, work through all the things that I need to work through, and manifest what I want to have happen. And I have to do the work. It's time to face it. It's like those bad dreams that you have, that person or whatever chasing at you, or situation. I have to stop running, turn around, face it, work through it, every last bit of it. So I hope this message helps you. My time is almost up on there. I could probably go on forever. I will do some more videos, and kind of, if anybody's interested on how I'm working through this and what comes next. Love always and forever. Bye for now.